Hey, is that folk music that you play there? What is that? How do you call that folk music?
I think it was Studs Terkel who asked Big Bill Broonzy, did he consider his blues music to be folk music? And Big Bill says, well, never heard no horses.
Ding shoo bob shooby doo doo booby doo dow.
Hot dog.
Don't hesitate. It could be your ticket to a new tomorrow.
Looking for an honest man, someone who might help me out. I'm looking for a straight up Joe or Jane. What's in a name I don't know, but I intend to find out. But right now I want to know if the world is gonna let me go. Lately, time moves slow. The more you see it seems, the less I know. So right now, I want to know if the world is gonna let me. Oh, it might regret me if the world is gonna let me go. I sleep to the news on the radio. It makes me somewhat less afraid. You take this planet as a whole. Least I can do is try to fix some of the messes I made. But right now, I want to know if the world is gonna let me go. Time's coming soon, maybe sooner than it shows. The more you see it seems, the less I know. So right now, I want to know if the world is gonna let me. Oh, it might regret me if the world is gonna let me go. I'm too wound up to just let go. You and me in this together. We could start, maybe even stop a goddamn war. But right now, I wanna know if the world is gonna let me go. Time's coming soon, maybe sooner than it showed. The more you see it seems, the less you know. So right now, I wanna know if the world is gonna let me. Oh, it might regret me if the world is gonna let me go. Let me go, let me go, let me go.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right. Yeah, man. The music is coming from a guy named Greg Alexander.
Hi.
Welcome to the show. My name is Ralph Litwin, and the show is Horses Sing None of It.
Nice to be here, Ralph.
Nice to have you here. And Greg was seen by our assistant producer for this show, Sandy Riley, up at the Falcon Ridge Emerging Songwriters Showcase.
True.
Which is not an easy gig to land.
That's what they say. You just got to keep working at it. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, actually. We had a good time. It's a little on the surreal side. If you know, it really is. It's like triage backstage. They're just basically trying to stop all the bleeding, you know, stop people from freaking out or vomiting or whatever happens backstage. So out front, it's all very placid and very calm. But it was a lot of fun, and I met a lot of neat people, so it was great.
How big a crowd do you play for there? Thousands.
It's hard to say. Yeah, there's over 1,000 people sitting on the lawn at any given time, so it's a big room. But you know, that's the thing. When you're up there, the key is to spend some time, look around, and actually have a good time, because you're going to be gone just like that. And if you do that, you take a breath and look out there and see everybody in their shorts. It's actually very calming. You know, it's nice.
Sandy said you did a great show.
Ah, thanks. Yeah, it was fun. I had a really good time.
Cool. What else you want to play for us?
Oh, I don't know.
Or tell us about.
I'll tell you a story.
The show is yours.
I've got a cheat sheet written on the floor here. I'll just, I'll play another one.
Okay.
What the heck? What shall we do? Let's read to each other. Okay. I tell you the truth, it's really difficult I love to watch people introduce their songs because they have such creative ways. You know, basically, I can tell you how long a song is. You know what I mean? This song is about 3.5 minutes. That's where I kind of keep it. But if anything comes to mind when I'm done, you just let me know. Okay, let's see. I write them all from left to right. I'll say that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean when I say that?
On the paper?
Like, well, not, yeah, yes, that. And I write songs, at least right now, I write songs from beginning to end. So you're always looking for that, you know, that first line that somebody gives you that really, you know, sticks in your brain. You go, I can use that. So you wait till they turn around and you jot it down. And this one, actually, I got the first line from a friend of mine. 3 times last week, someone invited me to church. Guess I have that kind of face. Guess I have that kind of face. 3 times last week, someone asked me if I'd like to buy a watch. Guess I have that kind of face. Guess I have that kind of face, Well, yes, I have that kind of face. Yes, I have that kind of face. Don't mean to sound unkind, but the hours that I keep of mine, in spite of all this darkness, I could surely use a watch sometimes. Don't mean to come off odd, but I'm frightened by your God. In spite of all this darkness, I could surely use your God sometimes. 3 times last week, someone offered me personal protection, a nickel plate erection. Guess I have that kind of face. Guess I have that kind of face. Don't mean to spoil your fun, but I don't like to play with guns. I'm grateful for the darkness, and I don't ever want to shoot no one sometime. You see I'm black and blue. It's old for me, but news to you. I'm grateful for the darkness, and I surely share my soul sometimes. Guess I have that kind of face. Guess I have that kind of face. 3 times last week. 3 times this week. Same time next week. Guess I have that kind of face.
Cool.
Thanks.
Let's tell folks how to get in touch with you.
Oh.
www.gregalexander.com
GregAlexander.com will do it.
That's one of those easy to remember ones. As long as they can remember your name, they can find your website.
GregAlexander.com.
And they can find out information about your recording, other ways.
True.
At that website.
And all the stuff, all that recording
where you're
stuff.
going to be playing and so forth and so on.
And if you just want to drop by and say hi, that would be the place to do it too.
They'll find your email address there too.
Yeah, and there's all kinds of stuff they can do to get in touch. So, yeah.
Cool.
Do you have a site? Do you have a website?
The TV show has a website, which is www.folkproject.org.
Okay, all right.
And I have a website, ralphlitwin.com.
There you go. That's what I was wondering. Okay. Do you run that? Do you do it yourself? Do you do your own? What would that be called? Web management? Are you your web manager?
My son is adept.
Really? Okay.
So I just tell him what I want, and he goes in his computer and does it.
I pretty much do mine myself. So at night, mine's busy. Greg's making something up. You come back and the picture's over here and everything's over here. It just means, I had wine with dinner. I don't know. but basically, it will get the information. It's not bad, is it? I think my site is actually fairly concise, Don't want people to think it's, Mr. Toad's Wild Ride or anything. But it gets the job done, and it has, there's fun. I think it's a fun site. So, stop on by.
Good. While we're talking about business, I want to just mention that this is new for Horses Sing None of It. We've just begun airing in Allentown, PA and surrounding areas. And Godfrey Daniels Coffee House, which is a great venue, has a lot of good music. I don't know if you've ever been there.
No, I haven't. I know some people who've passed through there, though.
Out in Bethlehem. Yeah. They have given us a little ad on their newsletter, so we're giving them a plug.
they also have a website, godfreydaniels.org. So now we've gotten all the websites out of the way.
Business, business, business.
Great place to see music. So hi, everybody out there in Pennsylvania. And hope you're enjoying Greg's music. Why don't you give us another tune?
Okay, all right. Even got one in mind. As soon as I tune, yeah, right. Well, I can tell you something about this song. My mom likes it. Which could be the kiss of death, but maybe not, maybe not. Let's see. Yeah, it starts just about right there. I wish they'd bring the Panthers back. Give us all sheer heart attacks. I wish the Panthers would come back around. And while we're at it, Malcolm X never paid my first or last respects. It's getting lonely down here on the ground. I don't see any rifles, but I'm sure that they're out there waiting in some railroad yard for everyone to share. I don't need total mayhem, but the violence might surprise you. Who you choose to protect and what you can't defend. I wish they'd bring the Panthers back. Give us all sheer heart attacks. I wish the Panthers would come back around. We've all had inner visions and the inner city blues. But when we light the fire next time, we'll make more than some evening news. We've all had inner visions and the inner city blues. When we light the fire next time, we'll make more than some evening news. I wish the Panthers would come back around. Down here on the ground. 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 Thanks. See, that tells you a little bit about my mom. But that's the one she wants to hear me play at Christmas time, you know?
At Christmas time.
Well, when I'm home for the holidays, because, yeah, when I go home.
Where is home?
Well, actually, I live in New York City. I don't know if that qualifies me as a New Yorker, but I've been in New York since 87, I think. I'm from Western Massachusetts, Springfield, Northampton area. That's where all my family is. So, you know, I divide my time between New York, stay there about as long as I think a person should have to stay there in a year, maybe 4 months, 5 months out of the year. The rest of the time I'm on the road or doing a play or, you know, somewhere else. I really don't know how people actually have the stamina to stay in New York all the time. Yeah, more power to them. I need to get out and see everything else for once in a while just to refuel.
So tell us a little bit about your theater career background.
And now for a little bit about my theater career. Well, I don't know. I try whenever possible to squeeze in one play a year. I did some studying at the National Shakespeare Conservatory in New York. I also toured with the National Shakespeare Company, so I guess that makes me a classically trained actor. I should sit up straighter. There are a number of companies around. You know, in the summer, if the schedule is right, I'll do I'll do summer stock, or there's a company up in Massachusetts that works up near Smith College called Chrysalis Theater. I do a lot of stuff with them. They're actually terrific because they write great new material, and it's always fun to get it up on its feet. And so I work with them a lot, and basically it's kind of a balance. I guess the theater stuff would kind of be like the straight job. You know what I mean? Yeah, and this would be, you know, that thing that you really want to get into. I enjoy them both an awful lot.
All right. Very creative.
Yeah, I have my
intermeshing.
I have my moments. Yeah, it's good to have a nice mix like that, because frequently, you know, you can actually work the music into a gig, and I mean into a theatrical gig, and that's great. You know, when somebody says, "Well, could you play something right here?" It's like, yeah, it's great.
Yes, I can do that.
Maybe so. No, but if you hum a few bars, yeah.
What else you got for us?
Oh, I don't know. I'd like to do a song that means a lot to me. Well, I could try a new one. I've never played this sitting down, so we'll see. And it's in D, the People's Key. Let's see. Now you got me thinking about all this theater stuff. It's like, yes, whatever. Can't sleep, so I'm listening to London. Long live the BBC and late night radio. I can't eat, now that must count for something, considering the way things go. I can't compete, so I'm listening to London for you. Listening to London for you. Relax, let's think back a moment. How about that restaurant where we never did go? Just once, I'd like to stand up on the table, tell everyone I love you so. Everyone, I love you so. You could be on a plane to Spain or somewhere I don't even know. And in the end, I'm the one to blame, 'cause I just watched you go. It's strange how it seems like my memory will blame you, you know. Give it credit. You could be on a plane to Spain or somewhere I don't even know. And in the end, I'm the one to blame, 'cause I just watched you go. It's strange how it seems like my memory will blame you, you know. right.
Nice new one.
Yeah. I'll
Beautiful.
Just spruce it up a little bit here and there, and we'll be ready to go.
Good. Well, time flies when you're having fun. We're getting towards the end of the show here.
Oh, really? Hey, you want
Yeah.
to do that thing?
Yeah, we should.
Okay.
Let's take a minute to first remind people they can find your website at gregalexander.com.
True.
There it is on the screen. And also, we're coming up on Thanksgiving, so I want to remember to thank especially all the volunteers who run the equipment and do the show. It couldn't happen without it. We got
Yeah,
Paul
no kidding.
Fisher, got Dan Fisher, we got Dutch Cop on cameras today, we got in the control room Ken Chandler and Bob Fivehouse on the directing. Ken's on graphics, and Sandy Riley's on sound, and she also discovered Greg to bring him here to
Yeah,
see you.
Sandy, thanks for bringing me out.
So let's do this little thing before we fade away.
All right, let's have some fun.
Thanks for joining us. It was a pleasure. Really
Thanks for
enjoyed
having
it.
me. I had a good time.
I'm also going to thank Cablevision, whose studio we taped this thing in. They've been hosting us for years.